Welcome back to Outlandish Claims, everybody. Demetrius wants to open. Oh my Jesus! What have you done, Gio? What are you doing?
Gio, you ruined the moment completely.
Wow.
How could you?
Mills looks like he's been kidnapped.
Mills looks like a woman.
He looks like he's been kidnapped by a gangster disciple. That he wants to just go home. He doesn't want to be part of that gang life no more.
Adam is shook to the core. He's wow.
Yo, for real.
I've never seen Adam this shocked in my life.
Okay, Demetrius, start it off. Go.
Well, it's the final countdown, folks. We are here to make our World Series predictions. Hope you're ready.
Starting it off. For everybody that has been watching up to this point, thank you very much. We appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? You see my hostage in Gio's background. You know my son.
Put the lotion in the basket.
Wow, boy. So if y'all remember, I had the Yankees coming out of the ALCS beating the White Sox, and then I had the Braves coming out of the National League. So AL and NL. Had the Braves beating the Padres. Out of the Braves and the Yankees, I'm gonna always be a Yankees fan. But the Braves are gonna win in 7. The Braves are gonna win in 7. Yep. It is gonna be a party in A-Town. Bigger than what's going on in All-Star Weekend. I'm seeing everybody down there at All-Star Weekend. They said to the mayor, like, Keisha, we love you. We are flooding your city. There are so many people in Atlanta right now. They should be thinking about bringing in the National Guard to go to downtown Atlanta. That's how bad it is.
All I gotta say is go to Magic City. You'll find everybody there.
Yo, everybody from 2 Chainz to Lil Boosie is in Atlanta.
Lil Boosie,
Lil Boosie is in Atlanta.
Don't forget OJ the Juice Man's gonna be there too.
Tracks out the trap. R.I.P. Bankroll too, for real. I like the Braves this year, man. I like the Braves. I think that the Yankees get to the World Series, but that combination of young talent with veteran leadership, it's hard to not pick Atlanta, man. I think that the Yankees bounce back next year and win their 28th World Series, but this team in Atlanta looks like they are ready to finally take over the National League and take over the majors. Like, if they pull this off, this could be baseball's version of the Kansas City Chiefs back in 2019. That's how big I think that they can go. So I'm gonna go with the Braves in 7, and I'm gonna go as far as to say that it's gonna come down to the last 3 innings of that game 7. It's gonna come down to the last 3 innings. Ooh. I think that you're gonna see Aroldis Chapman against the likes of Ozzie Albies, Freddie Freeman, and Ronald Acuna. Pound for pound, Braves.
You know, Freddie loves a good fastball.
You want to pick an MVP, a World Series MVP too?
World Series MVP will be the MVP of this past year, Freddie.
Okay.
Freddie.
Michael, are we on some kind of existential plane? George Springer is going to be in the World Series again on his redemption arc. Finally, out of the noise of Houston. The Blue Jays are going to win the first 2 games in the series. And then, like a light switch, bang, Max Soroka has a good game. Bang, Max Fried has a good game. Freddie Freeman is going to turn into LeBron against the Warriors and lead the Braves to 4 straight wins to win the series in A-Town, win the MVP, and lift the Commissioner's Trophy for the Braves. Braves in 6. After what Max Fried did last year, I'm convinced.
Yeah, and I mean, listen,
Wow.
they have arguably the most underrated
Wow.
player in the National League too, in Brian Smith.
Yeah. Love that song.
I've lost control of everything here.
Good.
Go ahead, Gio. You want to start singing some songs? Sing us the tune of who gonna win.
All right. Well, just to recap, if people were not watching, which they should be always. My picks in the World Series were the Braves versus the White Sox. Oh, Mills, the Yankees run the whole entire thing. It doesn't matter what you think. I got the Braves winning it in 6. And I say that because I think the MVP is going to carry this Braves team. That would be Marcelo Ozuna.
Wow.
He's going to make
Woo!
He's going to make Atlanta.
Outlandish claim.
He's going to make Atlanta be thankful they paid him that contract this past season, that extension.
And that's still very affordable. Still very
affordable. I think he's going to bowl out. I think Chicago's going to try and make it close early on, but Atlanta will start to gain momentum. They'll finally get over the choking label this city alone has had in the past decade of sports alone. And I'm not even counting the Falcons. The Georgia Bulldogs have been choking nonstop in college football too. But I think that finally comes to some halt when the Braves beat the White Sox in 6.
All right, then. Well, since everybody's picking the Braves, I don't even got the Braves in my World Series.
If you pick the A's, I swear.
Did you say I should pick the A's?
If you pick the Oakland Athletics to win the World Series.
Well, let me tell you something. The A's have some of the best pitching in the league right now. They got the best third baseman. They got one of the best first basemen. They got maybe the best outfield, probably second best outfield. They've got a great second baseman who's really a utility man in Chad Pinder. They've got one of the best catchers in the league. The Oakland A's are absolutely going to win 2 games in the World Series because the San Diego Padres are going to kick the crap out of them. It's not even going to be close. They're going to get 2 wins because Jesus Luzardo is going to have a great year, and so is Sean Manaea. But ain't nobody beating Blake Snell. Ain't nobody beating Dinelson Lamet. Ain't nobody going to – well, that's not true because they beat Yu Darvish back a couple of years ago.
Everyone beats Yu Darvish.
But Yu Darvish is going to be that one of those 2 losses. But he's going to have a great bounce-back game. He's going to get through 5 solid innings of only 2 runs allowed, and the bullpen will take over, and that's where the Padres will take a 3-2 lead, and then they will go on to win Game 6. That's just the way it's going to go. The A's are right there. They're going to have a great, great decade. I guarantee it. They're going to get to the World Series this year. It's a green cap, so it's blending in with my background. It's actually pretty funny. It's acting like a green screen. But the A's are absolutely not going to win the World Series, not as long as Blake Snell, the future MVP of the World Series and Cy Young winner of the NL, not as long as he's got something to say about. Oh no, he's not going to win because Strasburg's in there. So Strasburg's going to win the NL, Cy Young. But Snell's going to come in second. But Snell is going to win the MVP of the World Series, and I guarantee you he cares more about that World Series MVP than he cares about a Cy Young.
I'm proud of you, Adam.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you at all for any of that.
Well, Demetrius, we all know I do things to get your approval because where would I be without the opinion and the approval of some skinny kid? We're going to close out with our final thoughts. Gio didn't get to go first all night, so we know exactly who's going to go first. Demetrius. No, I'm kidding. Gio, go first.
Final thoughts. You know, they've been talking about Sam Darnold like for the past month or so about trading this guy or keeping him, and Joe Douglas saying, "Oh, we'll take the phone call if anybody offers anything." My final thoughts are to the Jets: just get Deshaun Watson, whatever it takes. Trade for Watson. I don't care what you give up. Give up all the picks. This team is not a franchise quarterback since Chad Pennington couldn't throw the ball 10 yards down the field. Please, just get a quarterback. As much as I wanted to give Sam Darnold a chance.
Look, he's come over to my side and realized that Sam Darnold is crap.
What is it?
We've given
What do
Sam
Jets
Darnold
quarterbacks and USC have in common? This doesn't work out.
No.
Move on. Get Deshaun Watson.
I mean,
Build
Carson
your
Palmer.
culture. Listen, build your culture. I hate using this gauntlet because it's heavy, but just do whatever it takes. Get Deshaun Watson. You know you have a perfect cornerstone. If you give up everything for him, I get you can say, oh, well, the Jets would have nothing to build. They'd be like Houston, but they have like $75 million in cap space.
My final thoughts are going to be around the NBA. And Gio had brought up one of the teams that I'm going to talk about. And that would be my New York Knicks. You see, I got the international fives to match. You feel me? I got to say, this is the most excited that I've been about any Knicks team since the 2012-2013 season when they won 54 games.
Yeah.
Julius Randle is playing as good as any Knicks player has played since Carmelo that season, especially. Quickly, I got to give it to Gio. Quickly was high on Gio's list. Gio was very quick to point out that this guy could have been the sleeper of the draft. I said, Gio, hold the hell on. Stop it. Okay, we've been through this before. It's like with the Knicks, it's like the Tinder or Bumble date that keeps saying that you're going to link up. But then when it comes to it, they leave you hanging all the time. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, hella cap. So, the fact that the Knicks are in the 5th seed, one game over by 500, have an all-star, and have an improving what could be secondary star at the end of the day in RJ Barrett. I think we've reevaluated his ceiling based off of what we've seen. And not only a potential rookie of the year and also a coach of the year candidate. I don't think anybody could have predicted that for the Knicks. Nobody will tell you that they envisioned all of that coming together this year. So I'm proud of the Knicks. I hope they keep it up in the second half of the season. Looks like with what Tibbs is doing, they're going to. Now, we got to get to these brothers. And y'all see this purple and white. This is my Los Angeles Lakers. Okay. All of y'all LeBron fans that came over that we let in, I don't want to hear nothing from y'all. Because you know who's ahead of us right now? I got to be quiet. Can't be loud. The Utah Jazz, who the last time when they were definitively better than us was Karl Malone and John Stockton. Okay, that's the last time the Jazz were definitively better than the Lakers. Okay, when they beat us in the '98 conference final, that's the last time that they were definitively better. I don't want to hear about no Darren Williams and Carlos Boozer and Gordon Hayward and Al Jefferson. I don't want to hear none. Paul Millsap. I don't want to hear none of that. Okay, that's the last time that they was better. The Suns.
Kyle Korver.
Memento Core.
Kyle Korver. Derek Fisher. So you got the Suns, who we all got to admit, we got to give it up to the Suns. Chris Paul. I used to not be the biggest Chris Paul fan. He transforms every team. Even though he doesn't win championships, he wins games. And he's going to go down as one of the top 10 point guards to ever play the game with an emerging star in Devin Booker, with a guy in Ayton that if he can just stay on the court and play competent defense, he has the ability to be one of the best big men in the league. He should be following what Joel Embiid is doing out in Philadelphia. He should be a 20-10 guy every night with 2 blocks. No excuses. This all is culminating to say that Anthony Davis a bust for us if we don't make a move. And I don't think we are going to, because I think that we have enough. I think that Montrezl Harrell has definitely been a welcoming addition. So has Schroeder. But something, and y'all can agree with me on this, something just feels off when Anthony Davis misses time. Like they are clearly nothing more than a bottom level playoff team, dare I say, without Anthony Davis in that line. So I think we do get it together once he gets back and healthy. But I am definitely concerned about the Suns. I'm definitely concerned in the East about the Nets and the Sixers. And I might be tempted to say that with Drew Holiday getting healthy again in Milwaukee, I would be concerned about the Bucks. I got to be honest with you. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Demetrius.
Well, to keep it short and sweet, kind of, since I do have to take off in a little bit. I want to talk about LaMelo Ball, or specifically Michael Jordan's thoughts on LaMelo Ball. MJ has said that LaMelo has translated quickly to the game faster than anyone he's seen. Mind you, this is the same man that drafted Kemba Walker and Michael Gilchrist. One, I guess I could say one panned out, and one clearly didn't. So, Mike, we're going to have to see 5 years down the line.
He also drafted Anna Morrison. Remember that. So there you go.
That too, but that's like the good, the bad, and the terribly ugly.
So I'm going to sign off when I'm done with my final thoughts here, and I'll thank you, gentlemen, for always joining me and sticking to your word and,
Unlike some people,
helping me out here with this show. It's always greatly appreciated. I don't want you to think for a second I take it for granted. So I appreciate you guys being here. We film on Saturday for the entire week, so this is going to be a couple of days old by now. This is actually going to be about a week old by the time this airs. But tonight is the first night of the season we get to see the former cover athlete for the NHL EA Sports games, Vladimir Tarasenko. It has been confirmed earlier this week. It had been confirmed earlier this week he was coming back, and today was the day he was activated off of long-term IR after a long surgery, after a surgery and a long road to recovery. The Blues have been playing without their best player for the past year. They're getting him back. They didn't have him most of last season. They didn't have him this entire year yet. They're getting him back. I can't wait to watch the St. Louis Blues with Vladimir Tarasenko. I love Vegas. I love Fleury. I can't wait to watch Vladimir Tarasenko take them back all the way to the playoffs. It's going to be fantastic. It's a great day for St. Louis hockey fans because they're tired of leaning on Schwartz. They're tired of leaning on their defense. They don't have Pietrangelo anymore. It's not like they have him to lead. And Binnington, as great as he is, he's young, he's solid, he's stoic, but he's not good enough to be the team leader. Vladimir Tarasenko is the face of that franchise, and I can't wait to watch it. Ryan O'Reilly, he's a great leader, but Vladimir Tarasenko is that franchise, and I cannot wait to watch him as soon as we sign off. So with that, once again, Mike, Gio, Demetrius, thank you all very much. No cap whatsoever. It is great to do this. I love every second of it. I can't wait to be back and do this again next week. Have a good night. Have a good week. We'll see you next time.